Hola amigos y amigas de YouTube, bienvenidos a Korikuden. Hoy vamos a jugar a un juego que se llama Thomas Was Alone, en donde un juego de plataforma en donde somos un cuadrado. Ok, es un indie que está para todas las plataformas, creo. No vamos a hacer nada. Ese somos nosotros, el cuadrado rojo. Por lo que he visto el juego, el objetivo es siempre llegar al cuadrado transparente con borde blanco.
Thomas decided to start listing his
Yo supongo que esto es como el tutorial.
One, the whole alone thing.
Así que es un juego de la vieja escuela y soy bastante bueno en estos juegos.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think.
Okay, aquí hay algo.
What if there was some kind of inverted
Perfecto.
A big jump.
Soy muy bueno.
But Thomas noted there was no real.
Ah, un super salto. No alcanzo a terminar la frase.
This all seemed
El
a
hombre.
little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him.
He leído que es bastante difícil el juego, así que se pondrá más interesante.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water.
Sí.
Not good. To be avoided.
Ya, esos son los checkpoints, así que buen punto.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Está más difícil. Veamos. Veamos si el desafío para mí.
Thomas had a new theory.
Qué difícil
The
es este juego.
world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone.
Creo que pasamos el
Chris
primer
took
nivel.
an immediate and deep dislike to the
Adios.
skinny red
Sí.
rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Oh, muy bueno. Ah, ya. Ya, o sea, yo cambio aquí, supongo. Qué aviso. Ah, ya, falta el otro. Y está acá.
Chris had been doing fine.
Inteligencia
He wasn't the highest jumper,
de gamer.
but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually. Not technically graceful.
Entonces Thomas
Probably
no
the
estaba
wrong
solo.
word, but, you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Oh. Esto no es desafío para mí. ¡Vamos!
This was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
No.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Okay.
Was this good?
No me gusta esto de los... Sí,
it did not seem good.
No me gusta esto de los...
Chris was
del
pretty
cambio de
scared.
personajes.
Well, Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? To ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Puedo mirar para allá. Para allá va uno. Para allá va el otro. Vamos para acá. Bájate tú. ¡Qué tonto! Dios. Le di impulso con el cuerpo. Ya. Siguiente nivel.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up.
Excelente.
If only for a few levels.
Más. ¡No! Lo siento. ¡Eso! Yo creo, no sé si tenía que ser así, yo creo que sí. Ya, para arriba. El otro me cayó por ahí, ahora entendí.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Imposible. Perfecto. Oh, no.
would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
Uno. Ah, no. Dos. Tres.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell.
Oh, sí.
From the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
Seguimos. Oh, ya lo voy arriba. Eso. Poco tiempo. Ya. Terminamos el...
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys. so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Perdón.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
Dos.
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them
Dejamos
to
esta
triumph.
etapa 1-10 para no alargar más el video de 20 minutos. Si les gusta, suscríbanse, pónganle gusta. Síganos. Chao, chao.